Hey everybody, welcome to lesson 5. I'm going to go through the notes on the E string. We're going to practice changing from D to C so we can get the Bloodhound Gang song going. We're going to learn a new chord, which is A, and we're going to do a little bit of finger picking as well. Okay, so starting with the notes on the E string. Top one's obviously E, 1 fret is F, 2 frets out G, 2 frets out A, 2 frets out B. We know that B and C are next to each other, so 1 fret to B, 2 frets out to D, and back up to E. So now we know the notes on the E string, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. And on the A string, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Should be able to work out the names of the notes on the other strings as well. A bit of homework for you, and go on to changing from D to C. The Bloodhound Gang song, I'll play the whole thing so you know what you're aiming for, goes. So we've had a bit of practice with the new strum now, which is down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up. And we've had some practice changing from G to E minor. So this week we're going to practice changing from D to C. Once we've got that going smoothly, we'll be able to run the whole song together. So we'll just have a few goes. I'll be stopping first, and then I'll do it without stops in the middle. So first with stops. Okay, and now I'll do a few without stopping in the middle, just for you to practice along to. So the other thing we did this week was finger picking. We've got the song Everybody Hurts by R.E.M., which is just changing from D to G, but instead of strumming we're going to be picking strings with our fingers. Now the pattern for the finger picking is thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index, backwards and forwards. So you're just doing one finger at a time in sequence and back up again. Now you give each of your fingers a string to pick. So if you play the D chord, your thumb will go on the D string, index finger will go on the G string, middle finger will go on the B string, and your ring finger will go on the E string, bottom here. Now you don't actually have to have them sitting there, but it's good when you're starting to sit them there so you get a feel for where they're going to go. And then each of them just takes a turn at picking their string, so we go down, then back up. Sequence, thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index, thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index, thumb, like that. song is G, and you pick exactly the same way except your thumb goes onto the top string. So you make your G chord, you apply your thumb to the top string, index finger still goes on the G string, middle finger still goes on the B string, ring finger still goes on the bottom E string, and you pluck in exactly the same order. So to play Everybody Hurts, you change from the D chord to the G chord, and you play your sequence: thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index, twice on each chord. So twice on the D chord, that's once, that's twice, then twice on the G chord. Cool. So the last thing that we learned this week was a new chord. It's the A chord. Index finger goes on your second fret on the D string. Middle finger goes on the same fret, second fret, on the G string. And your ring finger goes on the same fret, second fret, on the B string. Now this is a little similar to the C chord, in that when you play it, it's okay to hit the top string, but it's not as pretty as it could be. It's probably better to try and avoid hitting the top string. Okay, so you might remember the strumming exercises that I gave you guys, the really basic ones. One was just down up all the time. And the other one was down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. So I'll just do a few rounds of each of those. A bit of practice playing an A chord and doing that little strumming exercise. So first, just down ups. Finally, down, down, up. Choice. That's enough for this week. See you guys next week.